Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
You are listening to the Animation Addicts podcast with the Rotoscopers, episode 112, Best of 2015, Rotoscopers Awards with RotoTrivia, and our special guest, Chad Lewis. Welcome to the this is the Animation Addicts podcast with the Rotoscopers, Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar, Don Bluth, and everything in between. You are here, and we are celebrating the best of 2015. We have my lovely co-host. My name is Chelsea Robson, by the way. I have my lovely co-host, Morgan Stradling and Mason Smith, as well as a special guest with a Mr. Chad Lewis of YouTube fame, LewToons.
Wow, the LewToons? Holy cow.
The LewToons.
Well, Chelsea used the term fame very loosely there, but I appreciate it all the same.
Here's the thing about Chad is he makes animation reviews and in-depth top 10 movies and drawing videos, and even just in the few short years that we have been acquainted with him, he's gone from like a measly 50,000 subscribers or so to now over 330,000 subscribers.
Attaboy.
Holy cow.
Can we give a round of applause right there? Yay!
Thanks, guys. That's
nice so awesome. No, we were just it's been one of those really fun things to watch it skyrocket like that, because it's like, yeah, go LewToons.
Oh, thank you.
My name is Chad, but I like to call you LewToons, which
I know.
Yeah. What do we call you? Because LewToons doesn't sound like a name for a person.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, like it's like your old AOL screen name where like you made it one day and you're like, this isn't going to be something, and then you're like, oh, it's something, and I'm stuck with it.
Kind of like Rotoscopers.
But yeah, I mean, half the people in the comments call me Chad, half the people call me Lew or LewToons, whatever you prefer.
How about Louie?
Sure, you can call me anything you like.
So we'll give you background about how you got into YouTube and your love for animation and just everything about it.
Yeah.
Concisely.
It's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to just hit the main points. But growing up, just doodling and drawing up, like the thing I've always wanted to do was to become an animator, and I taught myself to animate in like middle school, like using Flash and a website called Newgrounds, if you've heard of it. It's kind of like an amateur animator website where I got my start under a different name that is even more embarrassing than LewToons. And I put all these animations up on there, and just, I've been obsessed with animation forever. Especially, like, I was raised on, like, the 80s even though I was born, like, in the late 80s, I was, like, raised on, like, reruns of, like, Thundercats and G.I. Joe and
awesome.
All those good guys. So, yeah, I always wanted to be an animator, and time went on, and I was still animating on Newgrounds for a while, and I kind of, like, buckled a little bit on do the animation thing, and I was like, as I was graduating, going to college, I was like, I didn't know what I should do, because my innate drawing skills aren't that great, but like my sense of like writing and production is probably my stronger sense. So I ended up going to school for graphic design and digital media, and that's kind of the trajectory I went. So I didn't have like the animation like vibe that I wanted. Oh, my dog's barking. No, I'm just kidding. That's not my dog. It's a little.
It's actually my dog.
Little trick for you viewers. No. So yeah, I didn't end up going in that direction. I ended up going a different direction. So my YouTube channel, long story short, kind of became like my outlet for animation stuff. And for the very old school LewToons viewers, you'll know that my channel used to be like just like my own animations, which are very subpar. And if you dig far enough back into my video history, you'll see those. Most of them I did delete though. But yeah, so the cool thing was, like, I had all these animations. I was on Newgrounds for a really long time, just kind of cutting my teeth, trying to be someone on the internet scene, and eventually I made like a video. I'm like, wouldn't it be fun to do like a top 10 countdown video? And I made that. It ended up being way more popular even than my animated stuff. So I kind of transitioned to that, and I'm like, wow, this is way more fun anyways. And I'm like, better as like a production person anyways. So that's what it became, and here I am.
Attaboy. On the Rotoscopers, the highest honor you can have.
That was a mouthful there. I'm out of breath.
Hey, Jane.
You
Y'all
said
can hear
Jane.
her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
I really don't know what she's barking at. She's kind of going crazy. Hold on, there might be an intruder.
All right, so this is different from our normal episodes. Our normal episodes, we review an animated film, past or present, every episode, and we have a great time doing it. But at the end of the year, we like to mix it up a little bit and do just a summary episode, a year in review. Normally we did a best of episode, but where we would take the best clips and funniest moments from all the different podcast episodes. But this year we decided to mix it up a little bit and do some new things. So this is going to be really exciting. We are going to give the winners to the Rotoscopers Awards, which is where all the readers of the rotoscopers.com go, and they submit their ballots for who they think are the champions in animation that year. And then also we did this year where we were doing a survey where the hardcore listeners of the show submitted all of these questions, and then we brought Chad on as our unbiased or what's not unbiased, but anyways, he is
unbiased. I'm neutral.
party so he can give us that quiz. None of us have looked at it. We don't know any of the questions, so it should be pretty fun. But before we do that, we are going to jump into something called Catch and Fire.
Catch and fire?
Here.
Well then, how about a quick round of catch and fire? Catch and fire? You mean me? You're the only one with enough courage.
Introducing Le Sel de Say, the new fragrance for men by Issey Miyake. A tribute to today's masculinity that gives men the desire to live intensely. A fragrance inspired by salt, an essential element of nature. An incisive freshness with a bold blend of woody and marine notes. Awaken your senses. Le Sel de Say by Issey Miyake. Available at Macy's.
So, Mason, take it away.
All right, Catch and Fire, Louis. The Catch and Fire is like a rapid fire get to know you thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and your job is to just answer them as quickly as you can. And so if you feel uncomfortable at any point, good. That's kind of what this is supposed to do. So here we go.
First answer that comes to your head, say it.
All right, let's do it.
Even if it's inappropriate, it could be a curse word. I'm just kidding. The way these are formatted, there should be.
There shouldn't be.
I got that one. Hold on. Okay. First animated movie you remember seeing?
Robin Hood.
All right. Favorite cartoon growing up?
It's tough. Thundercats or G.I. Joe. Can't choose.
All right. Favorite animated movie? It's easy. Just your favorite animated movie.
Nostalgic reasons. I gotta go. G.I. Joe animated movie or Robin Hood.
Hello. Favorite animator / artist?
I'm gonna go just Don Bluth.
Okay. Favorite animation studio?
I'm liking Leica a lot right now.
Oh, you like a Leica. All right. Disney or Pixar?
Disney.
Okay. Leica or Studio Ghibli?
Leica right now.
Okay. Disneyland or Disney World?
World. Land creeps me out. It's an unpopular opinion, but I'm creeped out by Disneyland. It's a long story.
We're going to hear about that later. All right. Disney princesses or princes?
Princesses.
All right. Heroes or villains?
Villains.
Stitch or Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell.
Oh, so that's a really telling one. Okay. Mickey, Goofy, or Donald?
I don't really like any of those guys that much.
Oh,
I'll go Goofy for a Goofy movie's sake.
All right. Oh, yeah. All right. Favorite
Powerline?
animated. Oh, Powerline is great. All right. This one's kind of random. Favorite animated dog.
Goddard.
From what?
That's Jimmy Neutron's robot dog.
Very good.
From what?
Favorite obscure animated character.
Oh my god, I have so many.
Lesser known.
Deflator Mouse. Deflator Mouse. Easy. That's
Mouse.
Deflator Mouse is one of the superheroes that inhabits the Tick's world of inept superheroes. And he is the most inept of all the superheroes, and yet the most cocky. He's basically Batman if Batman was like terrible at his job.
Oh, that's great. People or anthropomorphic, a la Zootopia.
Wow, that's hard.
It's Robin Hood, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I keep going back to. But ultimately,
You also said-
on the whole, I'd go with people, because I think more movies that like to have people as characters.
What are the Thundercats? They're like cats with the build of human beings.
They're
So
just
are
like
they people
humans
or
with like
anthros?
cat face paint, really. I mean, but in the 2011 Thundercats, they made a bigger
Like
effort
they all
to make.
took Polyjuice potion from that one Slytherin chick, but it was actually her cat, and it just lasted forever.
Sounds about right.
Songs in animated films or no songs?
Oh, always songs.
All right, The Great Pumpkin or The Headless Horseman? Oh, pretty good.
The Great Pump, like is that Charlie Brown
Yeah,
or
Charlie
the
Brown style.
like versus just the Headless Horseman himself?
Which would you choose?
Horseman?
All right. Wrong. I'm just kidding. All right, who would win? Yeah, this is like kind of Halloween one. Who would win in a fight, King Fergus from Brave or Stoic the Vast from How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh, come on. You're asking the wrong guy about this one, but Stoic all the way.
Oh, Stoic the Vast. All right,
You don't
which do
want to get me
prefer?
going, I'm Brave.
All right. Which do you prefer, Snow White or Sleeping Beauty?
Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, Princess Tiana or Mulan?
Mulan.
Ooh. Okay, who would win in a fight, Frozone or Elsa from Disney's
Elsa.
Frozen? Oh, okay.
Elsa.
You already know who Elsa was? Okay, good. Some people have to be reminded. All right. Do you prefer summer releases or winter releases?
I don't care. Is that an option? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just ready. These are all going into a database, by the way. Okay, Rasputin or Dr. Facilier?
Ooh, that's a good one. Facilier.
Okay, very good. You picked Facilier. All right. Okay, this is the kicker. Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Return of Jafar, or Cinderella 2?
Am I allowed to ask for a rebriefing on Cinderella 2's plot? I've seen like 2 Cinderella sequels, but they were really random, and I don't know.
Isn't it like 3 mini-films where
Yeah.
she pretty much puts up with her really crappy stepsisters?
Yep.
Okay, it's that.
And then Hunchback 2, and then what was the other one?
Hunchback 2, he gets another hunch, and
No, what-
Return of Jafar.
Oh yeah,
What?
I'll go with Return of Jafar. That actually has a couple decent songs in it.
Yeah, Jafar actually has a song in it. Besides, but that wasn't cut, you know.
You're only second rate. Something like that.
I always remember that line about his thumb being number 1. And
Yeah.
they really had a hard time figuring out lyrics for this guy. But anyway, just make him sing Metallica. That's a great. Those are great villain songs. Anyway, Jafar singing Master of Puppets or Enter Sandman. Okay, so that is Catching Fire, everybody. That is
You passed.
that is
I
Chad
made it
Lewis.
through. Wow.
If you could take a
Congratulations.
portrait of Chad Lewis. There it is.
52 out of 52. Well done.
I lived. I did it.
You made it.
That was a close one.
We were
All
getting
right.
to boot you.
I almost didn't make it.
We were fixing to boot you, Ganon ban you, flame you, anything.
Now we are going into the Rotoscopers Awards. So this is, like I mentioned, we polled all the readers of rotoscopers.com and listeners of the Animation Addicts podcast, and we gave them the opportunity to tell us what they thought were the best performers in animation this year. So it's kind of like our own version of the Annie Awards, but we don't have as many categories, and there's some things that are related to the website specifically and the podcast, so it's a lot of fun. So
Morgan wins Best Rotoscoper every year. I think it's a little rigged. But I always win prettiest.
So Chelsea, take it away. Let's go into this.
All right. So the first category for all of those who joined in, we had over 250, I think, people polled for. So this was a very cool thing. So the first one was Best Animated Movie Trailer. And so we went through and all of the major films that came out this year. So the first one, Strange Magic. Come on. SpongeBob Movie, Home, Shaun the Sheep, Inside Out, Minions, Hotel Transylvania 2, The Peanuts Movie, and The Good Dinosaur.
All right, so the winner for this category, the best animated trailer of the year, was The Good Dinosaur. It had...
Oh, wow. My word.
I'm already pulling a Steve Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did you give it to the wrong dinosaur?
Well, on my thing, it lists The Good Dinosaur. I thought it had listed these from top to bottom, but no, it's just some random order, so I actually need to look at the pie graph. With 39.8% of the votes, it is Inside Out who had.
Inside Out, okay.
Sorry, Columbia. Sorry about that.
I promise I'm not gonna weigh in on everything we talk about here, but there's one thing that I wanted to say about the trailers here. Do you guys remember the little short that Home released?
Yes.
Where it was like they were going to the different planets and Steve Martin was doing all this improv and there was that guy that teared up every time they went to a new planet. I thought it was the funniest thing ever and it got me super hyped for Home.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best hype thing of the year. I'm not gonna weigh in on everything all these categories, but that was one thing that I was gonna write that whole thing in. I'm like, I can just talk about it on the show, but I loved that thing. It wasn't a movie, but
I really enjoyed it, and it's hard. It's animation studios choose different formats for their teasers. It could be a small short that actually connects to the actual film, like the Cosmic Scratastrophe, or it could be more of a preview like The Good Dinosaur or Hotel Transylvania 2, or it could have been totally haphazard and probably put together by some terrible intern like Strange Magic. And then I can't even talk about SpongeBob because I made a reaction video to it and I got a lot of backlash from the SpongeBob fanatics. I'm a SpongeBob fanatic, but I don't know. I haven't even seen the film, so I guess I can't judge.
See, I thought the Peanuts movie was probably the one that made the most of a ripple effect. I felt like everyone was talking about Peanuts when it first came out. So.
Do you think that's because of the animation style that it was adapted into, or because of
Because everyone was so worried about it. They were just like, what are they going to do? How are they going to make this 3D? And then you saw it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So.
I still have to see that, by the way.
Yes, you do.
This movie?
Peanuts, yeah.
Oh, look at you. Yeah. Actually, we had animation confessions on our 100th episode where it was revealed that I hadn't seen some really important Disney films. That's all right. The Rotoscopers community was forgiving. We shall forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, next one's for Best Marketing Campaign. The nominees are SpongeBob SquarePants, Sponge Out of Water, Inside Out, Minions, Hotel Transylvania 2, and the Peanuts movie. I wonder who.
All right. What do you guys?
Minions had some pretty aggressive marketing.
Yeah.
Wait. Best
seems like a gimme.
Campaign, or best marketing as in the one that doesn't annoy us the most, or the one that we like the most, or the one that was the most successful? Because
it's open to whatever.
There may come a day, and this day may never come. But Minions just might overtake Frozen as most lucrative animated film ever, and it's mostly due to their marketing campaign. I don't know. That's giving him less credit. I actually didn't think.
Minions was all
I didn't think the movie was that bad.
We've been talking about Minions. I'll just cut to the chase. It was with 30. Oh, gosh, I am not very good at this. Second place with 33.9% of the votes was Minions. However, barely
Shocking results.
out with 35.7% of the votes was Inside Out.
Oh.
You know, I must say,
Do you think some of these are biased towards how much we actually liked the actual movie?
that's what I sometimes think. I think sometimes readers and listeners of the Rotoscopers, they just say, I liked this movie the most, so this is what I picked. But that's okay. Minions came in second place, and Inside Out was very, very good. So, there we go. There you had it. Next category.
Chad, if you'd like to take this
Oh,
one.
sorry. I was just enjoying the podcast there for a second. Okay, best quote.
Stop enjoying it. Get
Best
going.
quote or line. Oh man, I wrote one in here, I think, but I don't remember what it was. Take her to the moon for me, Bing Bong, Inside Out. I'm even part dolphin. Dolphin, incoherent squealing, Bing Bong, Inside Out.
You gotta do it right. You gotta act it out, man.
I don't remember. You should have done this one.
I never saw Frozen Fever, but
Dry
I did see
banana
The Good
tippy
Dinosaur. Dry banana tippy hat. How did Christoph say it, ladies?
Dry banana tippy hat?
Okay, never mind.
You have to
Sounds
get
like
through
Christoph.
your fear to see the beauty on the other side. Or no, I'm doing the Sam Elliott guy. I'm totally on the wrong guy. Anyways,
The winner is-
Everybody sounds like Sam Elliott in that movie.
that's kind of true.
Take her to the moon for me. Bing Bong.
I voted for that one.
Very good.
Everyone's hearts broke in that moment, and tears were a-flowing. So,
I was still waiting for him to be the bad guy, as Pixar films sort of do.
Oh, the old,
It ruined how I felt about him.
what was it? The old Huggy Bear.
Lotso hugging back.
Yeah.
Oh, Lotso, yeah.
All right, so I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
For the nominees of Best Score, we've
See how
got
Chelsea engineered it to where she did this one? You are very sneaky, Chelsea.
we've got Home, Good Dinosaur, Inside Out, Peanuts Movie, and Shaun the Sheep. And the winner is
Inside Out, Michael Giacchino. Very, very good.
All right.
See, I voted
I
for
thought the
Good Dinosaur.
Yeah,
I voted for Good Dinosaur too.
I thought Good Dinosaur might have taken it.
It's so much of the movie is you're just listening to the score while
Mhm.
he's like figuring out what the hell to.
The Good Dinosaur had around 20% of the votes, and I loved the Good Dinosaur soundtrack. I think that was one of the films this year where the soundtrack stood out apart from the film, where it just didn't sort of
Mhm.
in the background. It was very distinctual, but at the same time, Inside Out's score was also very, very good. So, it had just the melody is very memorable for Inside Out, and Michael Giacchino, he's great, so you can't take it away from him.
I can't even remember the score for Inside Out. I saw both.
It's
both
a lot
movies
of like
equal times.
it's a lot of like pop short
Times
staccato notes.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
And then Good Dinosaur is more, fiddles and Home on the Range type.
Yeah, the only Pixar movie scores I remember are of course Toy Story, and then Up, totally different, and then The Incredibles, just because we had the album when we were kids. All right. Oh, this one's a good one. You should just do this one too, Chelsea.
We know you
Okay. I do. All right, so Best Song in a Feature Film. We've got Feel the Light from Jennifer Lopez in Home, Towards the Sun by Rihanna in Home, Making Today a Perfect Day by Frozen Cast and Frozen Fever. Then Feels Like Summer from Shaun the Sheep,
Aw.
and Better When I'm Dancing by Meghan Trainor, Peanuts Movie.
all really good.
That one was cute.
They were all really good.
Well, the winner. Let's go into second place. There was a tie, nearly a tie between second and third place. Third place with 14.8% of the votes was Towards the Sun by Rihanna. Second place with just basically percentage point more, 15.7% of the votes was Feel the Light by Jennifer Lopez.
Ah.
I think. which made our number one with 56.5% of the votes, was Making Today a Perfect Day for You.
Oh man, that's the only one I haven't heard.
That's
I'm
from
sure it's
Frozen
good.
Fever. See, I was a huge fan of Feels Like Summer.
I've got to watch that.
It's so good.
Frozen Fever.
And if you have Netflix, it's on Netflix. You can watch it for free. So
It's true.
One minor grievance I would like to air is with the Feel the Light Jennifer Lopez song. I mentioned to Morgan earlier. It's like I feel like there was so much Rihanna music just jam-packed into that movie. That by the time that song came, I was like exhausted. Like if they would have just done like traditional score music and then that J-Lo song came, I would have been like, yeah, this is like the song of the movie. But they were like doing so many other Rihanna songs. I was like, I felt like inundated.
My thought was, I felt like in order to get her, part of the contract was they had to also buy like 3 of her songs. I felt like that was what it was.
I'll only do your voice for your character if I have to compose a new song for you, which is going to make me millions. I'm going to have 100% right, and you have to put 5 of my other songs in the film. Thank you very much.
It wasn't
like what they did with
like,
Bryan Adams for Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, you know.
What is it with that? Like, you know, like Quest for Camelot is like the lead singer of Journey. Like
we didn't hate on Phil Collins though for Tarzan and Brother Bears 1 and 2.
Because that's the one movie that got it right. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I agree.
There might be a couple of other ones, but all right. So I guess we've established it's generally annoying when one artist takes over the entire movie.
But when the artist is Rihanna, it's a lot more egregious than when it's Phil Collins. My opinion.
All right.
Okay, is it
someone else? Oh, Chad, you take this one because I don't have cable, so I don't know who any of these guys are.
Okay, I know Morgan saw this first one. Best villain in a TV series. Is it Dagger the Deranged?
Dagger the Deranged. Yeah.
Race to the Edge, DreamWorks Dragon Netflix series. Is it Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I don't have an excuse for not seeing it.
Bill Cipher, Gravity Falls, Peridot, Steven Universe, Lord Hater, Wander Over Yonder, and the Seventh Sister, Star Wars Rebels.
Ooh, so who do you guys think it is?
I think
I
there's
thought
a
it'd be
clear
the
winner.
Grand Inquisitor in the Star Wars Rebels. I didn't know there was another villain.
Oh, well, sorry, spoilers. Bill Cipher from Gravity.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
There
my
you
first.
go.
If we were doing fantasy awards here, that's my only first point.
My favorite one is this write-in vote that says The Unknown. It says, you know what I'm talking about.
But that's from
that,
2013.
Is that Over the Garden Wall? Or the
Oh.
Yeah.
Black Monster, or whatever that thing was?
He's got to be black.
14.
Just kidding. Yeah, he's the unknown from Over the Garden Wall. He was great, but I don't think he counts for this year.
No, he was 2014. I checked.
Because I would have voted for him.
I miss Over the Garden Wall.
Me too. I gotta watch it again. Why isn't it on Blu-ray yet? All right. Breakout character for 2015. The nominees are Tip from Home, Bing Bong from Inside Out, Sadness from Inside Out, Snoopy, the Peanuts movie. How's he a breakout character? And then Spot, the good dinosaur. Okay, I'm just gonna predict it's either Bing Bong or Sadness.
And you're right. Those two currently total 74.5% of the votes, but Sadness wins with 41% of the votes.
Whoa!
So Sadness. I voted for Sadness.
Sadness was a great character.
Morgan, I saw a couple Sadnesses out at the bar where I was out for Halloween. They weren't as good as yours, though.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
What's that, huh?
That was a good. And the thing is, I wasn't even those characters for Halloween. I got all the stuff, and then I ended up being this. A vampire, dang it! I want to wear black freaking lipstick. So.
Me too, man. Yeah. I stuck with No Face, and we were wearing Garth for Halloween. It was like the best idea ever.
That was, and you guys did a great job pulling that off.
Shannon was like a gender-swapped Garth Elgard. It was amazing.
All right, next up.
All right. So Is it mine?
We've been kind of mixing it around.
Okay, well, I'll just take this one. Best animated sidekick character. We've got Herb Overkill from the Minions, Captain Schmeck from Home, Bing Bong, Inside Out, Snoopy, the Peanuts movie, and then Botch, Nash, and Ramsey. All of them are apparently in one as one from the Good Dinosaur.
Were those the wrestlers?
Those were
the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrestlers were the Raptors.
And
Yeah, I was asking if they were the Raptors or the Pterodactyls or the. I didn't think they were the T-Rex.
There were a lot of threes in this.
Yeah.
Like groups of people.
Yeah. I like Steve Zahn a lot. In that movie. Anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
So the winner is. What do you guys think?
Either Snoopy or
I feel
Bing
like it
Bong.
should be Snoopy. I mean, he's like the definitive sidekick of all of these options.
That is true, but he is not breakout. He got second place. First place was Bing Bong from Inside Out.
There you go. Who's your friend who likes to play?
Bing Bong, Bing Bong.
There you go.
All right, next one. I'll do one just for fun.
All right.
Let's do the best animated character in a TV series. So, actually, someone could read the nominees because I have to find the winners.
Okay, your nominees are ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mabel Pines from Gravity Falls, Steven Universe from Steven Universe, Garnet from Steven Universe, Marceline from Adventure Time, she's still hanging around, and Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars Rebels.
I'll just cut to the chase. It's Mabel Pines from Gravity Falls. She had 48.3% of the votes, nearly half, which, her next 4 people, she still beat them.
That's pretty good.
Not too shabby, let's just say that.
Not too shabby, Mabel.
I've noticed there's been nothing from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic in any of these TV.
Not hearing a whole lot about that these days.
It has definitely fallen. Back 2 years ago, it was a big deal, and then this past year, we'll talk about this in the news. Well, I don't think we'll talk about this, but they announced that they're going to do a feature film that comes out in a few years, and I'm like, you can't vote.
Yeah, didn't they have a lot of time to do feature films?
You know what they spent during that time? They spent it doing something called Equestria Girls, which was a waste of time and horror.
I am familiar with it.
Speaking of Equestria and best animated character, I want to give a shout out to my write-in vote for this category of BoJack Horseman.
Aww.
BoJack people out there. That's who I voted for on this category.
That was a good one.
So we're on best animated character in a film.
Best animated character in a film. We have quite a few different write-ins for this. So we had the winner is Joy from Inside Out.
Oh.
Joy.
Yep, I'd say that's a pretty good assessment.
Dracula got quite a few votes.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Indeed. Blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. All right, so now let's go to best voice acting.
No Bill Hader. All right.
Well, this isn't a TV series.
That's right, TV series. Oh, great. Here it comes. Oh, he's not in the feature film either. All right, let's hear it. Who's got it?
Not me.
Chad, if you want to take this one.
Okay. Alex Hirsch, Bill Cipher, Grunkle Stan, Seuss, among random civilians. Kristen Shaw, Mabel for Gravity Falls, Louise from Bob's Burgers, and what's her name? Someone in BoJack Horseman. Olivia Olson, Marceline in Adventure Time.
So much Marceline love.
Yeah, she's still kicking around, as you put it.
Yeah.
Nikki Yang, BMO, Lady Raincorn, Adventure Time, and Candy in Gravity Falls, I believe. Jack McBrayer, Wander in Wander Over Yonder.
Perfect. All right, well, we do have our fans are very consistent. They like what they like, and they like Bill Cipher, Alex Hirsch. Boom.
Yeah, you got to give it to him. He's doing the kind of Simpsons thing. He's doing so many different characters in the show.
Yeah. Not shabby.
Talented young man.
Very good.
Let's go to their female cohorts. Although Oh, no.
No, we're just.
I was
Now
like,
this is feature film.
feature film.
Feature film has its separate male.
Right, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So if Mason,
Alright.
you want to take both of these?
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't mind if I do. Best voice acting in a feature film for males. Lewis Black, who played Anger in Inside Out. I loved him. Richard Kind, Bing Bong from Inside Out. John Hamm, Herb Overkill from Minions. Noah Schnapp, who did Charlie Brown, the Peanuts movie. Raymond Ochoa, who was Arlo in The Good Dinosaur. Justin Fletcher, Mr. Fletcher. Sean in Shaun the Sheep. He didn't have any lines. Pierre Coffin, who voiced the Minions in The Minions.
This was actually all over the board. There's one, the winner has 32% of the votes, followed by 23 and 23%. But our winner is, again, they like what they like, Bing Bong, Richard Kind.
Oh.
Out.
One thing about that, for me personally, tell me if you guys agree or if you disagree, but when it comes to like the Pixar universe, I feel like when excluding like the what's his name, John Ratzenberger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're like a celebrity, you can only like turn up once. And when I heard that Richard Kind was doing Bing Bong, because he did Hopper's like goofball brother in Bug's Life, I was like, don't you only get one Pixar thing? I was like, I don't know.
Nah, man, that was over 10 years ago.
Made me
No one
feel
remembers
weird.
now.
Made me feel weird. I felt like something was being violated.
Wow.
But good for him. He did a good job.
All right. A strange reason to feel violated. All right, best voice acting in a feature film. Now for the ladies. All the voice ladies. Okay, Amy Poehler, Joy from Inside Out. Phyllis Smith, Sadness from Inside Out. Mindy Kaling, Disgust from Inside Out. Sandra Bullock, Scarlet Overkill from Minions. And Hadley Bell Miller, who was Lucy in the Peanuts movie.
That's not the like original Lucy.
Is there any-
is it? I don't know much about that, but
Oh, they got all.
No, they were. The only original voice was that of Snoopy. They couldn't. I think they got like stock audio from him and remastered it for this film.
oh, that's cool.
So this was a close one. First and second place, their 42% is the winner, with 37% being second place.
Ooh.
And Amy Poehler, Joy, is our winner with Sadness. Oh, in second place. I mean, this is wants to be sad for not winning. So this was actually doing a service to the character.
I think Mindy Kaling was brilliant as Disgust, but like, I don't know. If you get Mindy Kaling, you're good. You know what you're gonna get with her. So maybe it was kind of maybe it was a little more exciting to have Amy Poehler.
Well, let's go to the next one. Our next one is Best Animated Short. And based on results so far, let me guess, it's probably either going to be a Disney or Pixar choice.
Right.
Well, did you skip over the best animated TV show or TV special?
Yes, you did.
Apparently I did. So go ahead.
Okay, best animated TV show or TV special: Gravity Falls, Steven Universe, Star Wars Rebels, Adventure Time, Dragons Race to the Edge, The Muppets, and American Experience, Walt Disney, whatever that is.
What is that?
That
I
was,
was gonna ask.
Wasn't it a documentary?
yeah, it was a documentary, so it wasn't necessarily
PBS?
short, but it was a TV special on.
Sounds cool. Is that on Netflix or anything, or anywhere you can watch it? YouTube?
Might be on Hulu. I haven't seen it though.
I haven't seen it either. Well, I hope the Muppets doesn't win, but I have a feeling I know who's going to win.
It was like the NBC show or the ABC show.
Yeah, the Office.
America's
the Office
Funniest.
Muppets.
I haven't seen it.
Let's see. Hold on. These got ordered like really weird. It's not the order that they're in on here. So I found the winner. Our winner is Gravity Falls, 39.4%.
All right.
Hey.
I figured it was a pretty popular one this year.
We're coming
It's the
up
last
on the
time
end,
it'll
guys.
be eligible, guys.
Yeah, that's right. They're ending.
All right, now I'm moving on to Best Animated Short. Our nominees are Frozen Fever, Lava, Cosmic Catastrophe, and Sanjay's Super Team. We also do.
Oh man, we've got some lava haters in the chat.
Uh-oh.
I might have to side with them.
Please not lava. Please not lava. Well, you
What's wrong with Mount Wanahakalugi?
guys, this is surprising. The winner with 37.3% of the votes is not lava. It is Sanjay's super team.
Oh, yes, it beat Frozen Fever!
That's what I voted for.
Frozen Fever was second place, and then Lava was third place. So, chat room, you could be appeased. It was
I earned
not
myself another fantasy point. I'm doing terribly.
Fantasy points.
so,
Attaboy, Sanjay.
moving on
Yeah,
to
that was great. I love that. That was one of my favorite
It was wild, man. I loved it.
one of my favorite Disney, Pixar shorts. I really like that.
Oh, this next one's the big one. This one's the cheat.
Ooh.
want to take it away?
Maybe Chad should do it. He's our guest.
All right.
Oh, sure.
Don't mess this up.
Best animated film of the year. I'll read this one last because it's probably the likely to win. Good Dinosaur, The Peanuts Movie, Hotel Transylvania 2, Inside Out, Minions, Shaun the Sheep, Home, SpongeBob, Movie, Sponge Out of Water, and of course, Strange Magic.
Oh, Strange Magic.
Winner right
Sends
there.
shivers.
We got, with 77.4% of the votes, blowing everything out of the water, Inside Out is your winner.
All right.
Congratulations, Inside Out.
It seems pretty clear that, unlike the past few years, Inside Out's gonna get all the awards this year.
Inside Out is a force to be reckoned with. There were
It
some
is.
good animated films that came out this year, but Inside Out really shone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, now let's look ahead to the future. The most anticipated animated movies of 2016. These are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Kung Fu Panda 3 is going to rock. Zootopia. Moana. Finding Dory. The Secret Life of Pets. Yes. The Little Prince. Angry Birds. Kubo and the Two Strings. Animal Crackers. Storks. And Trolls, which we have heard nothing about.
Yes, we have. Anna Kendrick is voicing the lead.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, wow.
And-
Bring some cred to it.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think?
There's a lot of good. 2016 is going to be a crazy year in general for cinema. Like, not only are we getting a lot of cool animated films, Pixar back to doing Disney doing 2, and then Pixar's just doing 1, right? Yeah. But still, and then one of DreamWorks' big flagship franchises is doing their 3rd one. So I don't know, man.
Well,
Kubo.
and then
It's
there's just
either
Kubo
Zootopia
looks
or-
amazing.
I voted for
when
Kubo.
when I saw that trailer, I was like, wow.
The 12-year-old
and then-
boy inside of me, when I saw that, I was like, yeah! Kubo!
Aw.
I'm excited.
Your 5th most anticipated film, followed by Kung Fu Panda with 10% of the votes, followed by Zootopia, 20% of the votes. Although I do think the Sloth trailer changed a lot of people's opinions about Zootopia.
Oh, come again with that?
Huh?
What did you say there?
The Sloth trailer for Zootopia.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, stop being slothful and see it.
Which
Well played.
leaves Finding Dory and Moana takes the prize. 36% people are most excited for Moana.
Figure that one.
Yeah, you can't compete.
Dude, I'm already in love with Maui, and I know nothing about this film.
That little gift that they released was like pretty magical.
Oh yeah, I gotta
was
go
like-
see that.
That's pretty good. One frame.
The one.
Not
frame.
bad.
Oh, now we're getting into actual Rotoscopers stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So best animation addicts podcast episode of the year, right? Okay. There's episode 88, Shrek, the Anti-Fairy Tale. Kung Fu Panda 2, The Kaboom of Doom. Inside Out, Is It Really for Kids? The 100th episode, Spectacular, and episode 102, Over the Garden Wall, Candy Camouflage.
So good. So, episode 1, Candy Camouflage, was second place with 19.4% of the votes, but far
Wow.
away, episode 98, Inside Out, Is It Really for Kids? Was our winner.
All
There
right.
you go.
My
Guess no one likes the 100th episode.
My favorite are the 2 write-in votes. One says abstain, meaning they do not want to vote. And another one says, I haven't seen any of them, to be honest.
Aw.
Thank you.
What can you do?
Well, thanks for being honest.
They're honest.
Hey.
Good times.
I thought the Over the Garden Wall episode was a brilliant episode. Also, was that our first video one?
One of our first video ones, and that was recommendation by some of the patrons.
Right.
Highly recommended that we check out this show. They're like, I know it's not a movie, but you need to do it. It's kind of like a movie when you squish them all together. And so we did, and I am so happy. So that was one of the cool things about this year is that we started Patreon, and it's just been really great to get the interaction with the patrons, and it's really elevated the show, I think. So that was a direct result of Patreon.
Very good. I gotta go back and listen to those episodes. 102 was really good.
Our last category is Best Opinion Piece. So, Chad, we have an awesome set of writers on the website where they write all sorts of amazing articles, news, opinions, all sorts of things. And so we include them in the awards. So this is Best Opinion Piece. Now, here is what they were. Number 1, the Rotoscopers Roundtable. How did you become an animation addict? This was by all of the Roto writers, but mostly AJ Howell was the one who put this together. And University, what animated movies can teach us? Also by AJ. Next one, Pixar's Future Disappoints Me by Pablo Ruiz.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pablo.
Did Pixar kill hand-drawn animation in the U.S. by Brandon Smith? Wow, these are so positive. And last one, Top 7 Married Disney Couples by N.J. Edwards. So our winner is actually the Animation University, What Animated Movies Can Teach Us, with 21.3% of the votes. However,
attaboy, AJ.
Score ranged from 19% of the votes to 23% of the votes. So all of them were, had a range, even including Pixar's Future Disappoints Me. That still was at the top. So there you go, guys.
There you go. Congratulations, AJ.
Look at him go. All right. Next up is the top 5 news articles of the 2015. Let's see.
Now, these were the top visited news articles. So, when news comes up, our writers just write the news. So it's not an opinion, it's just what it is. And so I really wanted to showcase these to kind of see what was really hyped during 2015. What are the things that people really want to see, that they're so excited about, and it was so big that it just spread everywhere. You couldn't stop it. And so, with that, here are the top 5.
Should we go from 5 to number 1?
Yeah, you go down here and you move up. Yeah.
No, number 5 is Kung Fu Panda 3. So this was done by Max on March 12, 2015. It's 3
Maxie.
A synopsis, a teaser trailer, and basically everything. This was the very first time we heard about Kung Fu Panda 3. We got our synopsis, we got some character images, and here we are, 2016. Kung Fu Panda comes out in just a few weeks. I'm excited, although I'm not as excited as I was when Rebel Wilson was doing one of the voices.
Oh, she's not anymore?
Not anymore. They replaced her a few months ago, so that is really disappointing because I thought she was going to be really good. And you can tell...
Quick, get her in the recording booth!
Seriously, based on the new trailers, the new voice doesn't seem to fit, and I can just imagine what we brought to it. But either way, I'm still really excited for Kung Fu Panda 3. I think this character done such a great job. So what are your thoughts about that?
The tagline is brilliant. If you've seen the movie poster, the wait is over. Wait being
I get it. He's
being
fat.
overweight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fat jokes.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I was really excited when I saw the Chinese trailer for this. The Chinese trailer for it looks super epic. And then I did see another trailer for it, which wasn't quite as epic, but I will go with how I felt with the Chinese one, which I was like, man, this looks really, really cool.
Well, they do have to impress the Chinese. So
They do, yes.
All right, number 4. This is an interesting one. Some of these, here it is. It was 2015, January 30th, 2015. A bit over a year since Frozen had come out, since Frozen came out in 2013. However, it still made our top 5. Frozen becomes the best-selling Blu-ray in the United States of all time.
No shock.
No shock there, and here it is, 2016, and we're probably still talking about Frozen. So
it's still everywhere. You walk through a Target, there's like almost more Frozen stuff now, today, than Star Wars stuff. Almost.
All the
Wow.
people who were late on the franchising, not the franchising, the merchandising bandwagon for licensing, they got on it. So anyway,
Yeah.
we probably, when we do this again next year, Frozen will probably still be on our list. So get used to it. Also in nope, never mind. Okay, number 3. Dragons Race to the Edge, titles for the episodes 14 through 26 revealed. Okay, so
Wow, that's very specific for being one of the top 5 best articles.
these results were based totally on traffic. So we did have some top articles that were old articles from like 2013 that still rank high on search engines, so they get a lot of traffic. But so what this was is Dragons Race to the Edge. The first 13 episodes were released in the summer, and everyone was pumped and excited, and they watched those on Netflix. And season 2, I guess, which were episodes 14 through 16, that actually gets released on Netflix this Friday. So it actually is very timely, but people were very excited about that. They just wanted to see what the episodes were going to be titled, and a lot of people clicked. There you go.
Thank you, Brandon Smith, for covering that story.
I'm going to check that out soon. I've been meaning to forever.
It's very good. They're quick, 20-minute episodes, and it's cute. And if you like dragons and you like the characters, you'll really like it. And Brandon is actually has plans for some amazing coverage for season 2 of Dragons Race to the Edge. He's going to be taking over our Twitter page and doing a lot of interaction. He's going to be doing recaps on every single episode. There's going to be a lot of community involvement, which is exciting. So if you have not caught up, you have a few days to binge, which is what people want best.
That's what we do.
Time for the new season. So
I know you do a lot of coverage of that. You did every episode. You did reviews. Do you, all in all, would you recommend it?
Yes, I would. I would recommend
to everyone.
Yeah, I would. I don't keep up on as many TV shows as I should, animated TV shows, but that was one that I was actually really happy that I watched, so I would definitely recommend it.
See, I was a little scorned, and sorry if any of you guys are big fans, but the Kung Fu Panda TV series, I just sort of like, I started watching it because I was a big fan of the series, and I just sort of was like, I just didn't feel that I would continue on with it. Not that it was like terrible, but I was just like, I don't know.
Better. This is definitely better.
You give it a meh.
Good. Yeah, a little bit.
Give it a meh. Nice. That's a.
Well, I'm glad to have your vouching for it. I'm excited to watch it.
All right, number 2. This is from December. By Blake Taylor, we had a big announcement that Dick Van Dyke was going to return hosting The Wonderful World of Disney, which was coming back to ABC. And the reason this was one of our top articles is because, you try to put out as amazing content every single time, but sometimes some articles just take off. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those articles. It got shared like over 50,000 times on Facebook alone, which was one of the reasons why it's one of our top articles. But this is pretty exciting. So this did already happen. This was began airing Saturday, December 12th at 8 p.m. It made its triumphant return, and he was the host. So that was pretty exciting. Because who doesn't love Dick Van Dyke?
Gotta love Dick. Come on.
I confess to thinking he was fully dead, and then I saw him on Jimmy Fallon a couple months ago. I was like, oh.
Very spry. He doesn't.
Only Jimmy Fallon can bring Dick Van Dyke back from the dead.
And
there you are, Dick Van Dyke. Just crawled right on out.
Come join. Okay, and lastly, our number 1 article by far.
Yes.
Great. I am so excited about
on the 1st of April.
It was announced on the 1st of April. The writer. It is just so exciting for us. If you
gotta go back and look at it.
Chad said he was a fan of Don Bluth, so he should be excited for this too. Disney bought the live-action rights for Anastasia, and they announced that they were making a live-action remake of Anastasia, which is really exciting because that means that Anastasia is now a Disney princess.
The trouble is,
have come true.
The trouble is, though, now all those people in all of our comment sections that were like, my favorite Disney movie is Anastasia, and then like all the hundreds of people that correct them, now they'll be like validated and they'll not know any better.
Except.
I love the people who are taking this seriously. I'm reading some of the comments.
Which I know I should have gone in and like wrote April Fools at the top of the article.
No, you can't.
I just every once in a while I look at the Google Analytics and I see that randomly there's a big spike. You know, that more people are deciding to.
Wait, is this not real?
No.
Who cares if we only celebrate April Fool's Day in North America and nobody in the world knows about it?
Oh, I thought this was real.
Told you.
I was like, I didn't hear about this until I read it today.
I kind of feel bad, but I don't. It was so well written that people are still buying it, which is great. This would be great. As Disney should take note. Like, hello.
One guy was like,
I don't see why it wouldn't happen.
This one guy's like, Katy Perry would do great. I can picture her singing the Anastasia songs.
Journey to the Past is one of my favorite animated songs of all time.
It is. It's
so good. I would love to see a live-action Anastasia. I think it's like one thing that would actually lend itself decently.
They actually are in the process, or this was back in 2012 that they were talking about this, but they were going to be doing a musical, a Broadway musical. But I haven't really heard anything recently, so who knows? It's probably stuck in workshopping land, but time a girl can dream, can't she?
Yeah, right?
Was it Meg Ryan that was Anastasia's voice?
Yeah.
Her speaking voice?
Yeah, she was.
So that is the top 5 news articles from the website.
Oh my gosh.
If you have not checked out the website, rotoscopers.com, we have a lot of really great articles, opinion pieces, all sorts of things, the whole gamut we definitely cover for you guys, so definitely check that out when you have the chance, rotoscopers.com. And thank you to all of the writers who, you know, they're volunteer writers and they're passionate about animation, and I really appreciate everything that they do to help, you know, let the community know what's happening in the animation world.
I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah.
All right, on to the main event. This is going to be pretty exciting.
Let's get a little competitive here.
Okay. So Chelsea,
There are points now?
your brainchild, so
this was my brainchild. I was driving back. I had been in where was I? I was in Las Vegas, and I was driving back from Las Vegas, and I was listening to one of our old episodes, and I was just thinking, I don't feel like I've ever heard this episode, even though I was definitely on the episode. But it was just like we were saying things that was like, this is just as funny as if I were there, like happening right now. I mean, I laugh at myself all the time. So that's kind of where this came from, because I realized we, as the hosts, even though we were there and we said it, we probably don't remember half the things that we have said over the last 3 years.
We take zero responsibility for it at all.
And so what I did is I put out, I asked the listeners to go through, listen to a random episode, and make up some random questions about some of these episodes just to see, just for funsies, just to see how much we remember or don't remember. And as mentioned before, the wonderful Chad Lewis is here to let the game show begin.
Okay, yes. So they have not seen these questions, only I have seen.
All these years of playing Catch and Fire have finally caught up with us.
So I've sort of just invented my own system here. So here's how it's going to work.
Okay.
Due to the nature of being on the Google Hangout, I figured a buzzer system where everyone tries to be the first to answer would not be the best way to go. So how it's going to work is it's just going to go in order. I did Morgan, Mason, Chelsea. That's the order of you guys.
Okay.
And I'll ask a question. It'll be worth 1 point if you can answer it. If you can't, it goes to the next person for a steal for 2 points. If they can't answer it, it also goes to another steal for 2 points. And if they can't answer it,
implementing a stealing system? That's great.
and it goes to the third person, the steal's still worth 2 points. I was thinking about going 3, but I was thinking that's a little much and could lead to a sort of snowball situation. So we'll start it off. We'll pick up. The rules are pretty simple, but we'll pick them up as we go. So first, and I'm just going to go through the questions randomly. I was going to set a timer for 20 minutes. Should I still? Is that?
We're good. We'll go till we don't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
Or we could do like first to 4, or like first to 3, first to 5. That's probably the best way to do it, I think.
That's like horse rules, in basketball. So yeah,
Let's say
5 sounds all right.
First to 5.
Okay.
First to 4. Okay, first to 4.
Okay.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first randomly selected goes to Morgan, and the questions will also be randomly selected.
Are these multiple choice or are they open answer?
No, they're
I'm
open
really
answer.
good at fudging open
They're
answer.
open answer, and they're like, hard-edged answers, so there's no fudging going on. Okay.
Fudge that.
What is the name of the anime mentioned in episode 16, Spirited Away?
Oh gosh.
Trick question. There are several.
Okay, one.
Can we consult the internet for answers?
No.
Anime mentioned.
This is an open note.
Oh, this is when Mason did, or like he had this game of bizarre animes that are listed
That may or
on
may not be
Netflix.
real.
He read their synopsis, and was it real or?
It's
Some
a
of them
real,
are
it's a
not.
real
Some of-
anime. I can vouch for that at least.
I can only think of a couple that I actually mentioned that were real.
Pass. I'm gonna pass because I couldn't even tell you.
So she's giving it to Mason for the 2-point steal here.
Okay, can you repeat the question to me?
Yes. What is the name of the anime mentioned in episode 16, Spirited Away?
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
No.
Okay. I'm either gonna say
No.
Pokemon or Fruit Basket. I don't know.
Which one? You got to pick one.
Fruit
One of
Basket.
those. Yep, that's it.
Oh, that's it!
Oh. Your
All right.
point.
Smith wins.
So Mason was the
Smith
second one in the
wins.
order, so since he got the steal, it goes now to Chelsea.
I'm not cocky at all. I'm like, yeah.
All right.
Okie doke.
Bravo.
This is to
Oh,
Chelsea.
you're
What
such a
were the
goofy
two
loser.
movies? What were the two movies that Morgan and Chelsea wanted to review? Oh dear. Wait a minute. I think I might have to pick a different one. Because I was struggling to extend. Hold on.
Oh.
The question gets kind of cut off.
Oh.
Okay, I'll do a different one. True or false? Ooh, this is an easy one. You got a
Hey,
50-50
how come I got
shot.
the open-ended one?
True or false? Fantastic Mr. Fox is in the Criterion Collection.
True.
Of course it is. I made such a big deal
That's
about how
right.
snobby it is to own Criterion Collection.
All right, so it's back to Morgan now.
I need points.
Yeah, she needs some points here. I'm just picking these at
Steal.
random, so. Okay, this is a 1 and 3. So, I don't know which episode this pertains to, but who could not pronounce tradigital?
Oh, Mason.
Okay.
The other point. How do you say it, Mason?
Tradigital.
Oh, he's learned.
Well, now that he's
Digital.
heard it.
Tradigital. No, I went home that night and Shanna was really annoyed about this. She can vouch for this, but I just repeated the word tradigital for 30 hours.
Oh, that's what spouses
I was
do.
just laying in bed and I was like, tradigital, tradigital, tradigital. And Shanna was like, all right, well, it's morning. What do you want for breakfast? Tradigital. All right, well, I got to go to work. Tradigital.
Okay.
All right, we're tied. 1-1. Oh, no, Mason.
Well,
has-
Mason has 2 because he got a steal.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see.
This is going to be a short RotoTrivia.
Okay, this one's gonna be harder. This one's to Mason here, so I'm gonna give him a harder one since he's got a little lead.
Since I'm the best, clearly. I'm like Ash Ketchum, man.
Caught him up.
Prior, maybe it does. I don't know if this is easy or
I'm
not.
so great, I'm even
Prior
intimidating the
to
game
episode
master.
40. Prior to episode 40,
Okay.
which famous artist did Chelsea meet?
Which famous artist did Chelsea meet
Mm-hmm.
prior to episode 40?
Which means
Mhm.
you probably mentioned it in episode 4.
Oh, you're helping him a little bit?
Oh, I don't know.
Look at you.
Okay, this sounds like a trick question. I want to know who submitted this question.
I don't have that information.
Was it you, Mark? Anyway, let's see. Famous artist.
Mm-hmm.
Andreas Deja.
No.
No?
I have yet to
Chelsea.
meet Andreas.
Okay.
Chelsea for the steal here.
You know who you...
Well,
Oh,
I'm
no! I should have gotten that one right, because now she's going to...
I'm pretty positive I'm trying to figure out if they're if they were saying like artists as in like drawing, which I'm going to go with.
You don't know
Don
what kind of you don't know what kind of artist.
I'm going to go with Don Blue because on episode 21 we did interview him.
That would be...
Nope.
Okay.
This is kind of a fuzzy question.
Hey, I'm not saying you did. I'm just reading them.
Question relating to a music artist that she met.
Ah.
Okay,
Hot
episode
thickens.
40, she was not in Nashville yet. And
No.
where did you go? You went somewhere or you were here?
The many travels of Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm either going to say Lindsay Sterling or David Archuleta. I know it's not David Archuleta, so I'm going to say Lindsay Sterling.
Everyone's met Lindsay Sterling.
Can I ask one question? Are the answers provided also by the submitters?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a chance it's wrong? Because answers are both wrong also.
Oh.
Well,
If
I don't.
Mason rounds. No, the question's a wash now. Actually.
If I know Mark, that guy probably religiously has watched every episode like 20 times, and we
The
love you
answer-
for it.
Apparently is Alice Cooper.
Oh yeah!
Oh, that's right, you did. I made such a big deal about you meeting Alice Cooper.
School's out for summer.
Is he as cool? I remember asking this, but remind me, is he as cool as he is in Wayne's World?
Oh, he totally is. Like everything
cool.
that you see in Wayne's World is how he is, and he's just like sitting around. So what's up?
Were
Oh,
you
you
like,
know, as we're doing-
we're not worthy? What do you think?
Well, the thing is, I did a commercial with him, and there were several of us in this group, and he was just like doing these. He was just telling stories, of just his rock and roll days. And there were 3 of us there, and these other people the 2 other guys that were there, they were just like stone-faced, not even moving, just staring at him, you know? And I'm used to being on the podcast, and so I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Plus, you spent like 2 years talking to strangers on the street, so.
Right, exactly. And so, I am so... When you watch the actual video of that one, it's so obnoxiously loud, and I'm so obnoxious, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed about it. But yeah, that is Alice Cooper. He's fantastic. Dang it, I wish I would have gone in that direction. I forgot that I'd met him.
All right, so a bit to recap the scores here. Morgan's got 1, Mason's got 2, Chelsea's got 1, and the question is to Mason here, and I've got 1 about himself, so hopefully you can get this one. In which episode of the Animation Addicts podcast do you perform an operatic rendition of You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story?
I don't even remember doing that.
An operatic rendition.
Was it some joke about Josh Groban or something?
Don't know.
Okay, what
That's that
episode,
answer.
what episode number?
The episode title or number, either will do. Or not the title, but like what you were covering.
Yeah, okay. I gotta be careful about this one. Is there a time frame? Is it just any episode?
No questions.
No.
It's a certain episode number.
Morgan, I wonder if, Morgan, do you
Between
remember
1
my
and
follow-up
113.
questions for... Morgan and I would quiz each other with Disney quotes, and I would always ask follow-up questions like pre or post Aladdin.
There's a good benchmark.
I love to have the advantage with these kinds of things, and I will do anything to get it. But yeah, okay. You've Got a Friend in Me, opera style. This sounds like a trick question.
No comment.
Can I phone a friend?
You can, if Chelsea or Morgan want to help you, they can.
Like Shanna, get on your laptop. Let's see. I think it would well, I don't technically win if I get this one right. but Morgan will pull ahead by a significant number, and that number is
It'll be
2.
Chelsea's to steal first.
Okay. I don't remember doing it for Toy Story 2, so I'm saying Toy Story 1. No?
No, it wasn't in Toy Stories.
Chelsea for the steal. And
I'm wondering
take the lead.
I'm wondering it wasn't a blooper either, because I'm pretty good at those. I'm just gonna throw the How to Train Your Dragon out there. I don't know.
Mm-mm. What if I give the episode number? Will that be too much of a...
After Morgan.
After I guess, and then you'll say the episode number, and whoever can be the first person to know the episode number. So I'm going to say Aladdin.
No.
Okay, so what's the episode number?
I'm going to give the episode number and a hint. That will be fair for you all.
Sounds good.
Episode number 39, not a Disney movie.
Pokemon. How to Train Your Dragon.
Madagascar.
It's kind of a more forgotten animated movie, even though it's recent.
Castle. Pretty
No,
nice.
it's recent.
Morgan's the only one who's guessing.
Brave.
I'll slowly begin to describe the premise of the movie in first person.
Oh, wow. You really got to stretch this one out. All right, let's hear it.
On the first movie.
When these fabled holiday characters come...
Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah, Rise of the Guardians.
Ah.
Now, does he get steal points for this or not? I'll go regular.
He does. No.
Okay,
0.5 points.
Alright.
Since Mason got it, goes back to Chelsea. Morgan's getting...
No, I don't think Mason counts. I don't think that counts. You gave us way too many hints.
Oh, that doesn't count for a real point?
Yeah, let's just do a
No.
totally new one. Totally new one. Come on.
Okay, whose question was that originally?
That was mine originally.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Chelsea's question here. What is... Oh, man, that's a softball there. Who said that's literally loss of data?
That's literally loss of data. Morgan said that. No, wait.
No, that's her final answer.
No, Mason said because it was on
Dang
Morgan's rant. Morgan was ranting about how bad the digital conversion of Cinderella was, and Mason was like, "What? Really? That is literally loss of data."
Whenever someone says something nerdy and something very sassy with the word literally in it, it's always me.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, or Morgan has 1 point, Mason has 2, Chelsea has 3.
Holy cow. I never thought I'd see the day.
Wait, Chelsea only has 2 by my
Yeah, I only have 2. I was gonna go with it, but
I was going to go with it,
Nothing.
and I'm like, I should probably use the non-biased. Okay, so this is to Morgan.
Tie it up.
In episode 71, a listener emailed you about a new animated mascot that Mason said should be selling Happy Psycho pills.
What?
And this actually makes sense to me because I've kind of thought something similar.
Happy what the what?
Animated mascot. That should be.
A new
I gotta write
animated
these ideas down.
A new animated mascot that should be selling Happy Psycho pills.
While I'm thinking, your audio's kind of going robot-ish.
Yeah, you sound like a robot, my friend.
But let me think. A new animated mascot. 70.
What was that again? Happy Psycho pills?
Selling Happy Psycho pills.
I should have been a pharmacist.
Oof, I'll just say Bing Bong, but I know that's wrong.
a mascot.
No, definitely not. Episode 71.
So he's not a mascot. What am I thinking?
It's like a mascot for.
I know who it is. Mason for the win. Here it comes.
Yeah.
You better
Morgan's
shut me
point here,
down.
though. Is she gonna take a guess?
I'll take a guess. I will say.
I got it. I win.
I don't know. I fail at life.
No, you just don't win.
So Mason for the steal put him at 4 points.
For the steal, the Happy Meal mascot from McDonald's. I was like, who would be the only one who's happy and psychotic at the same time? It's the freaking Happy Meal.
That's right.
When
Then we showed the picture and he was like, "This is weird."
Like,
Yeah, it is creepy. I wish it could be shown on screen. It is actually quite creepy.
It can. How do I screen share?
Let's just do one more, just for funs.
All right, one last question here.
He's so horrible.
Well, one more round. So Mason and then myself. Or
Well, Mason got the seal, so it's to you, Chelsea.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you want to
Wait,
easier one or
talk.
a really hard
We
one?
need to see this. Say
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's creeper. All right.
All right. Which of you three gave The Good Dinosaur the lowest rating?
Oh.
That is going to be me.
How do I get off a screen share?
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's correct.
I've realized I've been very down on a lot of movies lately.
So, are we going through another rotation, or are we calling it, or what?
One more for me, and then. Well, no, I started, so.
No, you gotta redeem yourself.
Okay, well, one
All
last.
right. Let's see.
My 1 point.
Morgan is just so concerned with running the rotoscopers that she doesn't have time to
Go back.
remember.
Just the rotoscopers.
Okay, I think this is kind of a fun one. In Howl's Moving Castle episode, which item did Mason drop in his pineapple juice?
Oh my gosh!
Can you repeat the question?
I remember this.
What item did I drop in my pineapple juice during the Howl's Moving Castle episode?
Here's a hint. It was a blooper.
Is that too specific of these
I
questions?
can't even remember, man.
No.
That ship has sailed. I'm no longer a pineapple juice guy.
It was a blooper. I remember it.
I'm Dr. Pepper Zero, man. Or Dr. Pepper the manly version or whatever it is.
Let's say he dropped his.
Don't say dentures.
It has something to do with a popular movie from last year.
I don't even remember.
Can I say it?
I'm looking around my desk.
Can I get the steal?
Chelsea, take it away.
If Chelsea gets the steal, that'll give her a true win.
I dropped my Lego man into the pineapple juice.
That's it. That's 5 points.
Man. Boy, I gotta dig me back up. I made a Lego representation of myself. Maybe that's where he went. The pineapple juice. He never came back.
Oh, that is one thing I do miss about our new format is we don't have nearly as many bloopers as we used to. Those were good times.
We are going to wrap this up, but before we do, we have a few voicemails from the listeners, so I just wanted to play these because they were so nice to send them in, and our first one is from Frank. So let's get right into it.
Hey Rotoscopers, this is Frank. Just want to start off by saying Happy New Year to you guys. Just wanted to say that how much I enjoyed the website, listen to the podcast especially, watching the live ones and seeing you, Morgan, Chelsea, and Mason interact with each other with you guys' amazing chemistry. Looking back at some of those podcasts, I really enjoyed the Clyde and the Chance and Meatballs episode. I thought that was one of your funniest ones you did that year. I also really like the Fantastic Mr. Fox one, just because I'm a fan of Wes Anderson, and it's interesting to hear what your guys' takes on his style, especially in the art of animation. And, looking back at last year, as far as the animated movies go, it wasn't as strong of a year as 2014, but we still had some good ones. I loved Inside Out. I admit I cried while watching it. I also enjoyed the Peanuts movie, and I also like The Good Dinosaur, which is another thing about your podcast, is that I'm glad that you guys give a fair, unbiased review of that movie, because I felt like many critics and audiences I felt were too harsh on that movie, but I felt like you guys were more valid about the movie. As far as this year in 2016, I'm looking forward to Kung Fu Panda 3, Zootopia, Finding Dory, Cowboy and the Two Strings, and my most anticipated is Moana, just because it's the new Disney musical, and we haven't seen one in 3 years, and to me, that's what Disney is best at. So, looking forward to that. Just wanted to say Happy New Year, you guys. See ya.
Thanks, Frank.
So Frank is actually in the chat and says, that's why I rarely use voicemails. No, that was an awesome voicemail. Lots of good things. The year in review, films that he liked, he didn't like. He agreed with everyone else who said Moana is one of their most looked forward to films for next year. And so, guys, what do you think? Just one of the things that stood out for his question was, do you think 2015 was a better, worse, or equal year to 2014 for animation?
I'm going to say it was lower as a whole, even though there were several things about Inside Out was probably I liked better than anything that happened in 2014.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Any other thoughts?
I agree.
And we will jump right into their.
Hi, Rotoscopers. It's me, Kerrigan, and I'm here to leave a voicemail for your best of 2015, or sorry, 2014 episode. It's officially been over a year since I started listening. Yay! And you guys have just made this year so special, and I just want to thank you enough for all the joy it's brought me. And it's just been such a good year, and you guys are to thank. What a year this has been with the podcast. It's been awesome. Some of my favorites were Sting, Watership Down. And, yeah, I just love listening to you guys every other week. It's just the highlight of my week when you guys do your podcast. I just want to thank you guys for being so awesome, and I love you, Morgan, Mason, and Chelsea. Merry late Christmas. I'm leaving this before Christmas, though. And, yeah, bye.
Bye, Sarah. We love you, too.
Sarah was a staple this past year in the Animation Addicts podcast. She left a review for nearly every...
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh. Robot voice is taking over, man. No, we can't even hear you anymore, Morgan.
Take it away.
Someone take it away.
All right, so Sarah, we appreciate you so much, and we love hearing your input, and keep on sending us your voicemails, because we love hearing your voice.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound great.
I just muted and then unmuted. And our last one is Vanessa from Canada.
Canada?
Hi, Rotoscopers. It's Vanessa from Canada, just calling to leave a quick message for your end-of-year show. I just really want to congratulate you on another awesome year. You guys had some really good episodes this year. I wish I could have left more voicemails, but life. Anyway, other than that, I just want to also thank you for all of the hard work that you guys put into all of the episodes and just everything that you do for your community, because, it really shows. This is one of my favorite podcasts, and every single time I see a new episode pop up on my feed, it totally makes my day. Yeah, I guess there's, really not much else for me to say, but I just really want to say I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas. Happy New Year, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store for us in 2016. Yeah, so thank you, and bye.
Yay!
Thanks, Vanessa.
I love when she was just like, because life.
Hey, man.
It was great. Loved it.
So true.
It is true.
Before we wrap up, I wanted to do one last thing that we got, and I did share this with Mason and Chelsea, but we have a P.O. box, and really it's just for things that get sent to us for reviews and whatnot, just so that way we have a place that we can access mail and whatnot. So, yeah, basically what P.O. boxes do. And we don't really get a lot of fan mail from there, which is fine, but we did get a package this past week, and I really wanted to show it to you guys because I thought you guys would appreciate it, and it was this box. And if you're watching the video, you can see this on my screen. So it was wrapped in Christmas paper, and there was a box inside.
Ooh, what's in the box?
Inside the box, so here's the note, and basically his name is Thomas Levitt. He works for Walt Disney Animation Studios, and I won't read the note, but he said, "Thank you for the podcast. It helps on my commute to and from work. Thank you so much for all that you do." And he had this gift, and he said, "This is a gift that was given to me." He started working there at the studio in 2000 or during Big Hero 6, so Frozen had already been released. But they gave him this gift, which was kind of this paperweight for Frozen. And it just says Frozen logo and then the date that it came out. And he basically said, I was given this and I needed to find a proper home for it, so I thought of all of you. And my says, you can draw straws or put it in Roto headquarters if that exists. So
he's even got like a teal kind of paper there.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. So I wanted to publicly say thank you to Thomas, because this was really awesome that he sent this and he thought of us, and now we got to duel to the death to see who holds the Frozen. Right now it's me. It's how I access my superpowers.
Wow.
Awesome.
So thank you so much. I thought that was really sweet, and that he went out of his way to ship that and think
that is so special. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for sure. I did want to make one other announcement about the Chad was such a great help for us to come in and help us with RotoTrivia. We are going to be going through all of the questions that were not asked, and because there are quite a few that he didn't get to. There were over like 50 questions. And so we're going to go through all of the questions that were not asked, and we're going to be creating a test. And for everybody, we're going to have it posted up on the website tomorrow, and anybody over the next 2 weeks until our next podcast, if you want to take the test to figure out who is the biggest Animation Addict fan who knows all about the Animation Addicts podcast, the top 3 winners will all receive T-shirts. So be ready for that.
All right, well, we want to say this is the end of our Best of 2015 episode. Not best of, it's just year-end episode. It's really a grab bag. We did a lot of things here, and I think the best part was having Chad here, who joined us when he was 6. And I was really excited because this is the first time. Like, we've all seen each other online, and we tweet each other, and we watch each other's videos and whatnot, but it's just really nice when you get to kind of see someone virtually in person, I guess. Thank you so much, Chad. It was really fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was really fun to be here, and ditto to the virtual meetings. It's great to hang out with you guys, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, hopefully you'll have me back sometime next year.
Yes, we'll have to. If you have a favorite animated film or a new one that's coming out, let us know, and we'll bring you on. But tell people where to find you so they can subscribe and check out your videos.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at LewToons and YouTube at LewToons. That's all there is to it. Come and check out some of my videos, and maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't.
Oh, that's going a bit too far. I don't know about that. All right, so everyone, you can find all the show notes for this episode at rotoscopers.com/112. If you want to tweet about this episode, use the hashtag AnimAddicts, or if you want to tweet about this specific episode, hashtag AnimAddicts112. Also, you can support the show by going to rotoscopers.com/support. That's where you can find all the links to our Amazon affiliate link, our Audible link, and, of course, Patreon. I think the biggest thing this year was Patreon, and, Lou, Chad,
Lou.
Louie.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
He's one of our patrons, so we appreciate it. Whether it's $1 or, however much you have, it just helps, keep the show going. And we appreciate the support. It helps us, make the show better. And we are Our next goal is to be able to do a weekly or bi-weekly news show where we'll talk about, if you like the different news that we talked about in this episode, we're going to do that on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. So think about supporting if that's something you'd like to see us add to the show. And, of course, you can find us on Stitcher and iTunes. Be sure to leave us a review there. And, of course, you can find us all on Twitter. I'm at Morgan Stradling on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the places. Chelsea is at Chelsea Robson. You can also go to chelsearobson.com to check out her website to see how you can see her at a venue near you. And then Mason is Mason SMTX on Twitter and Facebook. Oh, and Instagram. All the good places. So, and of course, our special guest host, Chad. He's at LewToons on YouTube and Twitter. And, of course, I will include all of these links in the show notes at rotoscopers.com/112. Thank you guys so much for joining. I can't wait for what 2016 will bring, not only for animation but for the podcast. Thanks again for those who have joined us live in the chat. We've had a ton of people we've been chatting back and forth with them, and it's been really fun. So thanks again for the support.
Next week is the Box Trolls.
Oh, the Box Trolls.
And that is on Netflix. So if you want to check it out before we record, we're recording next Tuesday. It is on Netflix. You can watch it for free, and then definitely send us a voicemail, rotoscopers.com/voicemail. This is how we can do that. All right, guys. Until next time.
We are the Rotoscopers and Chad.
And Chad.
And little old me.